Hey everyone, and welcome back to the CEO Gaming channel. I'm Jabali, and in today's video I want to do a quick unboxing and basically hardware look and first touch at the PlayStation Portal recently released remote play device, and pretty much that's all it is. So if you don't have a PlayStation 5, this device is not for you, and I totally understand already why this is only sold directly through the PlayStation Store, because A, you need a PS5 to get it, B, they probably don't want it confusing customers like at a Best Buy or a Walmart going, oh, is that a portable PS5? And then picking it up. So with that said, kind of looking forward to this. You know, I'm a huge fan of handhelds. I have probably at least 20 different handhelds, and as you can see in front of here for a couple quick comparisons, I have the PS Vita, which I think is one of the greatest handhelds of time, and then the original PSP, the third version of it, the Go, after an OLED model and a regular one, which this is my portable kind of emulator travel device of something pocketable, so I still love this thing, but also great use of the Vita. But me personally, on first thought of this device at $199, which is their price point for it, kind of an impulse buy to kind of check it out. It's like having an extra controller. Now, this is definitely meant for families, or, you know, you're in a crowded space and people are always taking over the TV and you kind of want to go to your room, but you will need to have your PS5 on, either fully on, and then you can either sync it directly or through Wi-Fi, or you can be on the road, and if you have powerful enough Wi-Fi where you are, you might want to travel with it, but I don't really see this picking up any accessories like travel case and all that.
CEO.
So a quick unboxing, nice little clean box. Got this, again, directly through the PlayStation Store. Been seeing it all over the place. Everyone checking it out and seeing, you know, if they enjoy it. Seeing some good stuff with it so far, though, that actually gets the job done. The only major complaints are, A, no Bluetooth unless you're using one of the specific Sony devices. You really, you know, need your system on. Fighting games might not be the best way to play this, or shooters like Modern Warfare 3 or Fortnite, because of the very small minimal latency. So, but yeah, there we go. There's a box, remote player, also in French, lecteur à distance. So that's pretty cool. I guess that means to be able to play it from a distance. And then you pull out another box within that right there. Let's kind of move that out of the way. It's actually kind of cool, nice and clean, cardboard, nice little white logo on the gray, and then pull it out. You know, I'm kind of excited. I've been seeing people do this, but the first thing I thought when I first saw this was, this is a Hummer, and then the stretched Hummer just on the base of the back. So, but in the box, you get a USB-C to USB-C cable, which is cool. No charging brick, nothing like that. They basically want you to plug this directly into your PS5 to charge it, because they know you're probably going to keep it close or anywhere else. So there's your standard cable. This actually feels nice and thinner than most other ones, so that's cool. Get rid of that box. And then let's pull it out. Ooh, that's actually light right away. You can actually feel the lightness. That's pretty cool. Pull it out. Again, it feels like you're just pulling out a nice new PS5 controller, but again, $200. It makes you really think. Now, if this is like $300, instantly I'd be like, no, thank you. But just holding it, this is hilariously amazing feeling. I can't really explain it, but on first feel, I would actually hold this up and kind of, you know, it's not heavy, it's not light, but it feels good. But it's obviously no major hardware's inside. It's just a kind of a remote player streaming screen. But that's what I was talking about, right? Look at the kind of stretched Hummer look on the back of it. You have down here the USB-C cable. Also has a headphone jack, so you can plug in directly through it, so you won't have to use their, you know, specific in-zone connecting buds or anything like that. Nice little Sony, the model CFI Y1001. You can see that right there. But yeah, this is basically a PS5 controller. Now, you can kind of tell if you're looking at it. You see the thumbsticks a little bit smaller on this one, but you know, when I hold PS5 controller, to me is a great controller. The D-pad's a little not a lot of fighting game players enjoy using this thing compared to the PS4 DualShocks, but I have a great time using this controller. The only thing I never liked about it was the battery life. I feel like I'm charging it after every play session, sorry. But on first feel, the buttons, it's basically a supersized PS5 controller. The shoulder buttons are a little bit smaller, but everything should be here. This should interact just like it. So let's go ahead and do a nice rip of that. Ooh, yeah. So there's that. It's basically a tablet with two sides of a PlayStation controller to it. So let's kind of power it up. There's the power button right there. And let's kind of see what happens. Now, I have my I have two PlayStation 5s. One I use for CO tournaments for the main stage to have all the costumes and everything for the players. And then I have my main one that's on my streaming setup. Usually I have it on my big screen TV. And now why would you use something like this, when you have a nice big screen, to come home kind of game. But everything's been going the way of the handheld, making things feel personal for each other. There you go. So there's that power button, making it feel more personal. Now, being by myself, living at home, I'll probably do this in, laying in bed before bedtime, or maybe I have a bike at home for cardio. Probably do that because, again, this is not bad to hold. Like, I can easily hold it one-handed. Let's boot it up. Now, probably going to have some sound loading. I'm actually going to do a size comparison, kind of kill the time with it. I believe, there's also some instructions on the bottom here. You won't really need those. This basically should sync up. So with that said, I'm going to pull out some devices and kind of show you guys a size comparison. So you've got PSP Go right there. You've got a PS Vita. You've got a PS5 controller. But the new current kings of everything going on right now, I have an Asus ROG Ally right there. Let's kind of see how that looks. So that one's smaller. This is a 7-inch screen right here. And then also I have a Steam Deck right here. My personal go-to when I travel, so kind of move that out of the way. Another comparison there. So about the size of a Steam Deck. Not as tall, but pretty much a pretty good size comparison for it, right? And then I have one more for you. Now this is probably the biggest and closest competitor to this, the PlayStation Portal, is the Logitech G Cloud, which is basically a streaming device. You can add some Android content. It's based on an Android tablet that's open for you to also add some Android apps directly, but it is great for Xbox Game Pass and also streaming and connecting to PS Remote Play. And then I'm recording off my phone, so I can't really show you that, but I do have a backbone connector, the USB-C version now that iPhone 15 uses USB-C. So when you're spreading it out, almost as big. There's that. And then a really good comparison for you guys is basically this is the Switch OLED. This is with the cracked Switch deck. I'll be doing a review on this soon. I want to spend more time with it, and I'm looking forward to Super Mario RPG. But this is also a really good comparison, I think, size-wise in OLED. Now, this is a 1080p panel, so not going to be seeing anything like next-gen technology, but from the videos I've been seeing, it looks really clean. But I am going to take this out and show you the Hori split pads. This is what the system reminds me of. The Hori split pads they basically add on, as you can see right there. So again, this is longer than pretty much any other device I own. Sans the Steam Deck and the Lenovo Go. I'm kind of holding off on that with Windows portable gaming devices, but looks really cool, on first feel. So I want to kind of show you guys the size comparison and all that. Gonna let this, but again, a fun device. I think PlayStation's kind of testing the waters on portability and how serious people are getting. If you by my desk, you can tell people are consuming all these new handhelds. But very cool. Actually can stand up like that upside down, which is kind of cool. No other way. Oh, wait. Nope, that's it. So, and it doesn't come with a case or anything. They don't expect you to leave this. You're going to leave this probably next to your PS5 or on your desk. But again, super light. They did a really good job. And then what's cool is, these little gaps that they have between the screen and the controller is because of people with long fingers kind of holding on to it. So, really cool first feel. That's 3 hours later. There we go. Sign in. I have to use my phone to scan this, or I can hit manually. Let's just go ahead and do that. Have my address here. BRB. So yeah, basically verify. There we go. Connect to a PS5 to play. So here we go. Actually, seeing the things in motion actually looks very clean. Paired the PS5. Logged in last 39 minutes ago. So again, I have two. Allow connection. Turn on your PS5. Remote. Yep, should be on already. Aha, there we go. Just had to hit the play button. Google my name. Now I'm already seeing the text right here. Looked a little bit blurry. Right now, just on first look, yeah, everything's looking a little blurry, but this is basically my entire PS5 menu from downstairs. I'm operating it here. Metal Gear Solid, Spider-Man 2. Let's try looking at it like a Gran Turismo, but probably because I'm in a completely different room. I'm upstairs on Wi-Fi right now. It is having a hard time to basically get the best quality of it. All right, so we're back, and I wanted to I was testing this out, setting it all up down here, being right close to it. I do notice the moment you basically press, I have a stick, you can't see it on camera. The moment I press home button on my actual PS5 controller, you see I can't move this anymore, so I'm taking it back over. So you can't kind of like play on this and then switch right back to your controller. So now I'm controlling it there, and then you can see it basically kicks me out of that. But if I want to go back, I reconnect, and then I'll take back over from the controller. Now, one thing I did notice was naturally, just walking, instead of like walking, carrying like this, it has a nice little grip where your thumb rests, and you can kind of hold it while you're walking around the house. Kind of like a little briefcase or something. So I thought that was kind of cool. But again, once you take it over with this, now, as you can see the screen and the delay right here, it's actually not bad pressing up, going up at the same time. So nice little, being closer to the system right here, and everything in the router. So that's definitely helping. I believe there's a direct link that just goes straight to it. It skips the Wi-Fi process. I haven't figured that out yet. There is a link button here, but it's not doing anything differently for me. So, but again, pretty cool that I have it right there. You can switch and you can see the screen, and that's on my Sony Enzo monitor right there. So that's as lagless as it's going to get for PS5. But so far, just based on everything here, let's go back into Street Fighter 6. So you have the audio obviously playing in both places. Let's remove that. So now you hear it on here. So let's kind of see how that looks. Again, I don't have a touch screen, so I can't. Oh, there we go. So for training mode purposes, the touchpad will let you like go back and skip, and then you can hold left, I believe. Yep, and then right. So that's cool. They added those there. Showing me my Wi-Fi signal time and battery on this thing. This, I believe, lasts up to 4 hours or so. Might be longer than the DualShock controllers. So, but not horrible. I'm not going to be like playing any online tournaments from my couch on this thing, but. So, I use Blanca. Hold on. So yeah. It looks clean, guys. The purpose of this thing is if you have a big family and people are taking over your big screen where your PS5 is probably hooked up, this is a nice little alternative. Being on the bathroom, spending some time there every day. You probably put in some training mode, stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's kind of it for this video. If you have any questions about it, I'm going to spend a couple days. I have a few events going on this weekend, but I'm going to spend some time laying around the couch, playing some single-player games, see how I really feel about it. And if it's something that you're going to be using, a year from now, because there's just so many handhelds out there, and you only have so much time to play stuff, whether you're on the go or you're at home. And end of the day, console gamers, handhelds might be making a big comeback right now, but it's almost like you just want to lay on your couch and play on a big screen and zone out. But having this a little bit more personal, hardware-wise, I think they did a great job for as weird as this device is. But again, I really like that I can kind of hold this like that. And then, charging will be underneath, so it'll probably go here and then it'll go under, so it's not coming from the bottom of it, so it's not going to bother you too much. But yeah, and that's probably why they made that thinner USB-C cable. So with that, guys, please, if you like this, I have a lot more devices in the works for reviews on the CEO Gaming channel. But with that, I can read the text, I can read all the, the arrow inputs right there. It looks super clean in person. Yeah. Not bad, but for $200, is this something you really think you're going to make use of? It's no different way to play anything than remote play you could already do with your phone or your tablet. But it's a nice little hopeful test run for what's to come from PlayStation in the future. So
CEO, come on. The dream took some time, but now we on the rise. CEO.